So a lot of people say that there's nothing they could do in Modern Warfare 2. The skill-based matchmaking is too high, it's super unfair, and they always play against demons at the game. Well, there's actually a few things you guys could do to give yourself the advantage and always come out on top of the leaderboards, whether it's in the highest skill or the lowest skill lobbies. And today we'll be looking at different mechanics, settings, and stuff like that you guys need to change, and stuff like that to get you guys much better at the game. And here are these 6 pro tips to get you better at Modern Warfare 2. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome to the best Modern Warfare 2 tips video, the only one you need. Today we'll be looking at tips that not a lot of people talk about. They normally show you how to aim properly, a few different settings that you guys need to change, but instead of all that, we're actually going to go into your mindset while you're playing to make you a better player and get you focused up so you can start getting on top of every single leaderboard. Now guys, if we could go for 1,017 likes on this video, that would be amazing. I don't know why that number it looks nice, you know, so if you could do that, that would be pretty cool. If you guys could sub to the channel, that would be awesome as well. We haven't been getting much lately, man, so we gotta knock that number up. If you guys can help me get that, I would love you. All right, let's go in to number 6. So number 6, I want to talk about sensitivity. We're going to get the settings out of the way first so we could get into the better stuff after. So the sensitivity, a lot of pro players play on a low sensitivity. And I get comments about this all the time. Yeah, but the pros are playing on 3 or 4, so it's obviously better, right? Well, yeah, they do play 3, 4, sometimes 6, 7, all that kind of stuff. But guys, it is great to play on a lower sensitivity, but not always. Remember, the pro players, they're playing in a pro setting. They're not playing on multiplayer or anything like that. They already know where most enemies will be coming from, and they rarely get attacked from the back. They rarely ever get flanked. Multiplayer, however, is unpredictable, and we never know where an enemy might sneak from. We might be playing with randoms, and no one is calling out. If you're playing with randoms, no one's going to be letting you know where all the enemies are coming from, where all the enemies are posted, all that kind of stuff. And because of this, I don't recommend keeping the lowest sensitivity just in case you need to turn on enemies. If it's too low, you'll be too slow, and you'll end up finished. Play at like a 7, 10, maybe 11, 12 if you like that, rather than something that's too high like a 17 or something like that. This way, we'll be able to turn on the enemies fast enough if they do get behind us, and we won't overshoot our shots. We won't need to adjust our accuracy when turning. We'll still be able to control our aim nicely, and we should be able to win a lot more gunfights like that. Now, if someone's behind you, you're not going to win every single gunfight, but you should be able to win some. Going down to number 5, using broken game mechanics like camera angles and head glitches or anything like that to our advantage. Now, what I mean by this is I'm going to give you guys a few examples here. Let's say you're at a staircase. If you're at the top of the staircase, I always recommend to crouch while up there. This way, when the enemy's at the bottom, he's only going to see your forehead, making you a very hard target to hit, and it's going to be nice. Now, if you're at the bottom of the staircase, make sure that you stand back a little bit. Don't stand right up directly on the stairs or anything like that, and you should be able to see the enemy if he's not crouching. If he's standing close to the edge of the stairs, you should be able to see him from his torso up, making him a nice target to hit, and the torso and head is the easiest and gives the most damage. So, I mean, if you could do that, even better for you. Also, stand behind larger objects like garbage bins, cars, and all that type of stuff. And it's just going to help out in general. You're going to be a very hard target to hit, and if you're using the overpressured plus P ammunition attachments, you're going to give them a lot of flinch, and if you're behind a head glitch, giving people flinch, you're going to be almost nearly impossible to hit, so definitely do that. Now, when turning corners, make sure to jump and pre-aim where you think the enemies might be. Now, if you're normally running around a corner, you're not jumping, you're not doing anything like that, and say there's an enemy hiding somewhere pre-aiming that corner, because of the latency, because of the lag in this game, he will see you. So what you want to do, and he'll see you pretty quickly as well, so he'll be able to shoot you before you could even finish turning that corner. Now, what you want to do is slide, dive, or anything else. Jump around a corner, whatever works in your favor. It's going to be really nice. Now, it's going to make you a harder target to hit because you'll be coming in fast from an unsuspected angle. The game will also actually work in your favor, allowing you to see the enemy milliseconds before they could see you. And finally, the third benefit to this is you'll be catching a few people off guard, and hopefully the reaction time won't be fast enough to deal with you coming at them so quickly. So definitely always jump, slide, anything around a corner. You could even go fully prone and peek the corner if you want. Anything that's going to help you guys do a lot better at this game. Now, number 4, you want to center your crosshairs at all times. You have to constantly be thinking of this in your mind. How can I actually win gunfights if you're not thinking? Like, if you're running around the map and you're aimed at the ground, or you're aiming up a little bit near the sky and stuff like that, you're gonna have to adjust all sorts of accuracy, and you're gonna win all sorts of, or you're gonna lose, I should say, all sorts of gunfights. Now, The crosshair is those 4 little lines in the center of your screen with a dot right in the middle of that. Now, what you always want to do is have that dot where you think an enemy might be. So it could be a door, it could be a window, it could be behind a head glitch, it could be at the edge of a corner. Maybe you think an enemy's going to run around that corner. Anywhere you think an enemy might be. So that this way, when someone does pop up seemingly out of nowhere, you're already pointed right at them. And all you have to do is ADS and pull the trigger. I would even go as far as suggesting to pre-fire before you even ADS. So start hip firing as you begin to ADS, so that this way you may have 1 or 2 shots hit before you're even ADSing on him. Chances are he won't be aimed directly on you. He'll turn that corner or something, or he'll be looking somewhere else if he's head glitching or something, and he'll have to adjust his aim, react, ADS, and shoot you. All you have to do is ADS and shoot. So trust me guys, no adjusting needed on your end. This should win you hopefully 10 out of 10 gunfights, but we're going to be a little more modest here and say 9 out of 10 gunfights. You should be winning with this. At number 3, you got to know when to camp and you got to know when to rush. It might sound bad. I'm telling you guys to camp, and everyone hates campers, right? But I'm here to tell you it's fine. It's okay. Forget about it, man. Forget what everyone else says. If you know there's 3 enemies in one area and you're alone, don't rush out there like a headless chicken. Play it smart. Let them push you one by one and come to you. Hopefully you'll be ready for them and you'll be able to drop them nice and fast. What you could do is just sit in the corner, sit in the head glitch. Let them be dumb. Let them be the ones to push you. Now, say you and all your teammates are in a pretty close area to each other and you know there's no enemies in sight. You guys look ahead, you see no one, you don't see anyone head glitching and stuff like that. Well, why waste 30 seconds waiting for an enemy, or even a minute waiting for an enemy to come around and just get 1 kill? Instead, rush to the other side of the map, hold off a certain area, and wait for the enemies to start pushing you from there as well. They're most likely all there. None of your teammates are there. Maybe you have a teammate that recently died there, so just do that. And guys, trust me, man, I'm gonna give you a little bonus tip here. When the enemies all scream and cry at the end of the game and call you a camper and they're all in the mic screaming at you, all you gotta do is laugh and say, but who's on top? Then don't say anything else. Let them mute your mic again and watch them all rage. It's gonna be fun. They're all gonna be super mad at you. And when I say camp, I don't mean just sit in one corner and not move. I mean sit in a certain area and play around that spot. You gotta move around the same area, and you're kind of camping, but you're moving within a certain area of the map. Move from one side of the building to the next and wait for the enemies to keep coming to you, but don't let them know exactly where you're at. Always move a little bit so that when they do jump through a door or something like that, they can't pre-aim directly on you. They won't know exactly what corner you're in, and they're gonna keep coming back. Guys, they're angry, they want to kill you. Just wait for them, let their anger get the best of them, and they're gonna lose gunfights because of that. Now, going down to number 2, you gotta know your enemy, know how people play and how certain maps play. For example, Shoot House. All right, best example, everybody knows Shoot House. You can imagine that in your head right now. I know most people stick to the sides of these maps rather than running straight down the middle. You'll have the odd guy running down the middle, but most of the time people run on the sides of these maps. Hold a nice line of sight and wait for them. You got to learn all the popular head glitches, all the lines of sight, and the heavy traffic areas so you could draw people while they try to lose it. Now let's go on to a bonus tip before I get on to number 1 here, and yeah, this one's a pretty good one. Go into a private match, and I've told you guys this one so many times before, but it's really worth doing. Go into a private match to practice your accuracy and give you the best aim you could get. Do this every single day. Put maximum amount of bots on the enemy team, set them to recruit. It doesn't matter what difficulty they are, as long as they don't shoot back. Recruit is best. Set it to headshots only, max health, no aim assist, and radar always on. This is so you could just practice shooting at bots' heads over and over again, and they won't die quickly because you have the health set to the max. Once you get back to regular multiplayer matches after getting 100 or 200 kills like this, you should be really nice at aiming and you should be warmed up. But guys, trust me, remember to put your aim assist back on, because I've forgotten a few times and I thought I was washed up. Okay, I couldn't hit my shots. I thought I was bad. Now, number 1, your psychological mood when playing. Say you're in the game and you're doing all right, and then somebody kills you, then someone else kills you again and again and again and again, and so on and so forth. Do not get angry, do not get frustrated, do not seek revenge, and don't try to go after them and all that kind of stuff. It happens, man. People go on death streaks. I die 10 times in a row, I laugh it off. That's what you gotta do. You just can't get angry. Once you get angry, you begin to seek revenge, and a few things happen here. 1, you're angry, and you begin to rush without thinking, which is going to lead to your own ending. Don't be a headless chicken. Don't start doing that. Number 2, your accuracy will be garbage. I don't know why this happens, but when you're angry, you lose focus, and it just makes it really hard to aim at people properly. And at number 3, you have one dude in mind, and you're focused on just him. You just want to get your revenge on him, but you forget about the 5 other dudes on the enemy team who will also be going after you. Don't forget about them. You'll get your streaks again. Don't worry, guys. Stay calm, cool, and collected, and you'll do good on the next life. Now, like I said, guys, if we could get 1,017 likes on this, I would truly appreciate that. Sub to the channel if you guys are around here, and let me know down in the comments below what your current KD is in Modern Warfare 2. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.